Guys, it's been so long, oh my gosh, since I have done a tutorial for you guys, and I apologize for that. It's been crazy, but and my light is crazy too, so I'm hoping you all will be able to see this good. um After I posted some pictures the other night from our date, somebody had asked me if I would kind of give a quick rundown of how I got my hair to be kind of tousled like that. So I had some time tonight and I thought that I would share with you guys. I'm just gonna give my irons a little bit more time to heat up. Um, Give everybody a chance to hop on. It's been a long time, guys. Been a long time. Let's see who all we have on here tonight. We have Tony. Hi, Tony. We've got Ronnie. We've got my friend Lynn. Hi, Lynn. How are you, honey? So, everybody hop on, say hi. Tell us where you're from, what you're doing tonight, if y'all have any plans for the weekend. I am working with an outlet that has two things to plug my tools in. And the problem is I actually need more outlets in here. So I'm going to try to maneuver some things for you guys as I go along here. And so this is full disclosure, guys. Like, this hair, oh my gosh. Crazy hair. Crazy hair. So you're going to get to see my hair, what it looks like after it's just had a fresh blow dry. Like, literally, I've got enough hair for a village. And it looks like a horse's tail. So it takes me literally like 45 minutes to dry this stuff. It's crazy. So anyway, almost kind of like cave girl like too, because the underneath, I don't know how many of you all have wonky hair like I do, but the underneath is like, you can tell, super curly, and then the closer you get to the top layer, it's almost straight. So it's crazy weird hair. So hey Beverly, hi honey, hey Ken. Good to see you, buddy. It's been so long since I've been on here. I'm like, hello, it's good to be back. Hi, Kristen, honey, how are you? Hi, Tara from Nebraska. How are you doing tonight? Okay, so real quick, I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible so we can get through this, because again, like, it takes 45 minutes to even dry this hair all the way. So this is cute. I'm gonna have some stuff going on right now. Okay, guys. So basically, one of the common things that I have my clients ask and people ask, and my lighting is crazy tonight. What is going on? Holy cow. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna try to adjust it a little bit for you. Hey, Shelly, honey, hi. Okay, can you guys see okay? Because I don't know why, but my lighting is really crazy tonight. But we're gonna make it work. How's that? We're gonna make it work. So one of the questions that so many people have that they ask me, see, clips don't even work for this crazy stuff, is how do you get that loose beach wave? Okay, so many people they're not, I guess, skilled enough, as I would say, to use the wands. They wind up burning themselves or whatever. So a lot of times people have to have still the kind of the old-fashioned clampy iron. And the problem that, the mistake a lot of people make is that they just, let me just show you. A lot of people, when they do these irons like this, they wind the whole hair up at one time from root to tip. And then you wind up having what it looks like, what I call prom hair from the 90s, okay? So obviously that's not what we want. That's not pretty, okay? So we want to do something a little more tousled and a little more loose. And I am going to try to do this a little bit. Okay. I hope you guys can see okay, because there's such a glare. I don't know what's going on with my light. But anyway, so how you combat that is so easy, guys. So I'm just going to take down this next section and show you real quick. Hi, Amy. Oh my gosh. How are you, sister? Hi, Miss Janice. How are you? Okay, so this next section you can see is like super, like it almost looks crimped, okay? So I like to go through and smooth it. And I try to get as close to that root as I can. And I want it to be a little bit straighter in the beginning. So really where you want to focus your curl is midsection. And I wouldn't even classify it as a curl really, guys. So I'm going to grab this, smooth the top, and then start more so mid. And I'm going to wind it one time. Okay? We're not doing it all up at once. We're just going to do one time. Slide. As you're sliding, you want to kind of drop that top piece that you just bent. Let it set for a little bit longer. And, okay. And then I kind of like to just hold it a little bit taut. And it's just going to give you more, instead of prom curls, you're going to have more of that loose, beachy wave that so many people like to do right now, okay? And the key to that also is on the ends. You don't really want it to curl. You just want it to have just a little bit of kick. So I kind of just smooth that end out barely and still kind of leave it straight. And it looks a little bit funky now, but as you go on, you're going to establish more wave patterns. So we're going to drop the next piece. Again, you get to see my pretty crimpy looking curls. Hi, Kathy. How are you, honey? We've got Elaine watching. Miss Joni, how are you? Are you girls doing anything fun on a Friday night? I went to the salon today and the girls did my hair color for me because it was looking kind of rednecky. It was getting to a point where I was like, okay, roots are cute, but this is like trailer trash. So we got to take care of this root issue. Okay, so again, I'm going to get as close to that base as possible and just kind of smooth it with the iron. And you know, you can also do like a straight iron if you want to do a straightening iron. You can go through and just kind of straighten and smooth that top piece. And then we're going to wind part way just one time. Hi, Adam. How are you, hon? Hi, Miss Judy. Tell us what y'all are doing tonight on this Friday night. Okay, we're going to drop again. Look at me. Twist one time. Slide. Twist again, and as you're twisting, drop that top curl out, okay? You don't want it all rolled up at the same time. I don't know why this lighting is so wonky, but it is. Okay, and then just slide, and as you're sliding, you want that bottom piece to be a little bit more looser and straight. So then I just go through and just barely tap it with that. But do you see how much prettier and looser? That's more like what a wave would be versus that tight curl. And as it's cooling too, if it's still a little bit tight for you, you can go through and just kind of just barely pull it as it's curling, and that's going to relax it a little bit more too. Okay, so again, for those of you that are just tuning in, I'm going to show you kind of the difference. So again, used to back in the day, we would curl with one of these curling irons all in one curl, the same piece, okay? Just roll it up from top to bottom, and then you would wind up with more of what we would call like a tight spiral curl, okay? So do you see the difference if you do that technique where you can just kind of smooth that top piece where it's just smooth for about first 3 to 4 inches, bend it more so in the middle, and then again smooth the bottom. Big, huge difference. So that, my friends, is the big key to getting that beach wave that so many people are loving right now. And the thing that's so sad to me is there's so many infomercials that you see on all these social media outlets where all these girls are spending like $80 to $100, if not more, on some brands on these fancy wands. And I'm like, girls, you can go to Walgreens, get you one of these clampy curling irons and get the same exact result, okay? You don't have to spend big bucks to do that. So again, I'm just going to drop, get as close to that base as possible, especially if you have hair like mine that's kind of coarse, fuzzy, and naturally curly. Hi B, how are you? Hi Miss Deborah. Am I coming to Texas on the 14th? Honey, no, I don't think I am, but I do plan on going to the Russellville, Alabama show for my father-in-law's birthday party. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We've got a lot of things planned. Ronnie and I are working on a project right now that is so cool, and I am so excited for him to see it and for everybody else to see it. Okay. So yeah, so hopefully you all will be able to make it. It's supposed to be super, super fun. A lot of things planned. For those of you that want more information about the birthday show, it's in Russellville, Alabama, and you can contact Wanda Myrick, who is Ronnie's fan club president, and she's the one that is putting that on, so she'll be able to help you out a lot with that. Hi, Miss Robin. How you feeling, honey? I hope you're doing well. You know, Elena, we are doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. We are doing wonderful. I've had kind of, you know, one of the reasons that it has taken me so long to get back on and in the swing of things is because, oh my gosh, most of you know I lost my grandpa this fall in October, and I've just kind of not been myself. I was in a funk for a while and just really honestly didn't feel like doing it. So that's kind of why I've been not doing these tutorials like I used to, but I am back in the swing of things. I feel my grandpa with me every day, and life is good. So I am really tickled to be doing this again and helping you guys. If you all, while I'm on here, have any more questions about makeup tips or more hair tips or anything like that, just give me a holler and I will do what I can to help you and answer any questions that I can. Okay. Hi Sarah, how you doing, honey? Okay, so do you all see here? These have kind of cooled enough. I think I have to run my hands through them, but that is going to give you that loose wave pattern that a lot of you are looking for. And if you want to finish it off when you're done with a little bit of pomade or some cream or a little bit of Moroccan oil, that would be wonderful. It just kind of helps to polish it. You can scrunch it and kind of piece it a little bit more. Something else that I love to do when you get around the face, and when I get to the top section here, I'll show you. It's really important too to kind of do what I call the money piece around the face. You want to make sure that that curl is perfected. You don't want it to be, I don't typically like to start my curls up pretty high. I like to start them more kind of cheek level. I think that that's just more kind of conducive to like a natural wave, if you were to have a natural wave. So again, for those of you tuning in, hi. Tell us where you're from and what all you're doing. Okay, so let's start. Hi, honey, I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to, if you want to call Miss Wanda, I can private message you her information, and that won't be a big deal, honey. We can get that information to you, no problem. Okay. Hi, Sharon from Georgia. How are you tonight? I don't know about you guys, but I am so ready for spring. I cannot stand it. We have had like the craziest, wonkiest weather. Like, why am I saying wonky all the time? The light's wonky tonight. My hair is wonky. Everything's wonky. Wonky, wonky, wonky. Anyway. Oh, hi Marie, honey. How are you? All right. So again, we're just going through and doing just kind of more of a simple beach wave for you girls that do not want to spend the big money on the wands. I know Lange is launching a lot of different wands right now, and different shots, sizes, and shapes, and they're quite expensive. So this is something that you all can do. Again, go to Sally's, go to Walgreens, get you a Conair, a Hot Tools. They work just as good, I promise. Some of my salon things I've had for 10 years or more, and they are still just as good as the day I bought them. Okay, so again, the trick is twist it and drop. Twist and drop, and leave that bottom section out, and then just kind of barely polish it on the ends, okay? And I'm not going to do this whole thing because we will be here for half hour, and I know this is kind of boring after a while. Hey Adam, how are you, honey? How is your daughter doing with her vertigo? I think about her a lot because I totally understand how brutal that stuff is. Okay, so again, just kind of drop, pull, make your ends a little bit more taut when they're cooling, so that kind of helps to give you that more relaxed look on your ends, okay? Hi Jade, how are you, honey? It's good to see you on here. Are you guys going to be doing any shows close by? How much does it cost for you to do hair? I'm wanting to go see Silver. Well, honey, I tell you what I do. I can't quote over here without seeing you. I would have to see how long it is, how thick it is, how much product it would take. But if you want, you can call me, and I will be happy to do a consultation with you. I prefer to see you in person though, because if I see you in person, I'll give you a more accurate price on that, okay? So feel free to private message me, and I can send you my number on that. Hi Nathan, how are ya? Hey Matt, how are you doing, hon? Good to see you guys. It has been a long time since I've seen some of you all or heard from you all. Okay, so for those of you just hopping on and tuning in, again, we're doing some beach waves, and we're just using the old-fashioned spring-loaded iron here. And I'm just kind of going through and just barely turning as I drop that iron and work my way down the hair shaft. And again, as it's cooling, just kind of put some pressure and pull it a little bit to give it more of that tousled look and relaxed look. Hi Jade, honey. Yeah, so like if you guys are doing anything local, let Ronnie and I know, because we would love to see you. I think the last time we saw you was at a 4th of July gathering at Ronnie's. So, hi Miss Dana, honey. Long time no see from you, stranger. What the crap? What the crap? Like, I never hear from you anymore. We miss you. We miss seeing you. Okay, so again, I'm just going to kind of demonstrate on this side the difference here. Okay, so for those of you just tuning in, again, we're just kind of doing a little instruction video on beach waves. Okay, so again, one of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of women make is when they use these irons, what they're doing wrong is they're taking their sections and they're rolling it all up from top to end in one piece. And then they're letting it hold like this, okay? That was okay in 1980, okay? But we don't want to do that anymore. We want modern hair. More relaxed, more youthful, more modern hair, and not prom 1987, okay? Totally. Look at that. Look at this. Oh my gosh. 80s today. Huge difference. So again, I cannot stress enough to you, there's no need in spending tons of money on all of these freaky infomercials you see on social media, okay? Waste of money. Go to Sally's, go to Walgreens, go to Walmart. Get you just a cheap spring-loaded iron. Conair works wonderful, so does Hot Tools. Hot Tools, you can get at Sally's, and maybe 20 bucks, maybe, for an iron. And I've had mine at the salon that I've used for at least a decade. So, huge difference in paying 100-something bucks for some of these irons I'm seeing, okay? So, what has everybody got planned for the weekend? You know, my mom and my daughter and I, we are having a slumber party tomorrow. And I'm so excited because we've never had a quote-unquote girls slumber party, just the three of us. So it's something my mom has put together. And I'm super excited for us to just have that bonding quality time, because it's so hard with my schedule and Morgan's schedule and my mom's work schedule. And so we're super excited. That'll be fun. Just us girls. And my guys will be getting back tomorrow. And so I'm super excited for that. Dina, honey, I'm doing fabulous. I am doing great. If I was any better, I'd be twins. How are you? How are you doing? Okay, so again, we're dropping and just barely twisting, okay? And I have to let mine set a little longer than probably a lot of you, just because it is so thick. So drop and twist. And I'm not even doing like a full curl, just barely kind of bumping and twisting as I go down that shaft. And pull. And again, if you get a piece that you think is too curly, just quickly, straighten it, run it, which that one might be just a little curly for me. So then you just take it and just run it down like this and just kind of drag it out. Pull it, and there you go. That's perfect right there. You are a twin? Very cool. I always thought it would be so neat to have a twin. I've got sisters galore. For those of you that don't know, I've got 5 sisters. Can you believe that? I'm the baby. I'm the youngest. I am my mama's only one, but I have 2 half-sisters, and I have 3 step-sisters. So crazy. Crazy to think that there is 5 of us. But yeah, so we're almost done with this section, guys, and then I'm going to hop off here, but I hope that this kind of answers some of your questions on how I achieved that look. And I wanted to demonstrate on this iron because I know this is the kind of iron a lot of you have at home. So again, I want to get as close to my base as possible to just kind of help smooth it. And then I typically don't like to start my waves till more, again, cheek level. It just looks a little bit more natural that way. So I'm just going to barely twist and drop. Twist. And I'm getting text messages as we're... Hi, Michelle, honey. How are you? Jackaroo, Jackaroo. What is up, buddy? How are you tonight? Okay, guys. Let's do one more section. And then if you have any questions, go ahead and inbox me, and I will be more than happy to help you any way I can. Hi, Cindy, honey. How are you? Okay, so last section, and again, we're going to smooth this all the way down to about eye level. Okay. Hi, Melissa, honey. Okay, so here about, well, and my layer is shorter up here. So for those of you who have shorter layers, it can get a little tricky when you get towards the top and your layers are a little bit shorter. So you just kind of want to barely, because obviously there's not as much hair to work with there. And that can be easier to get more so of a curl than a wave on the shorter pieces. So on those, you just barely want to bend on the ends when you have a shorter layer like that. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, can y'all see what's going on here? That is, yeah, good deal. So, before, after, and they just, I love them. I love this technique. I love these irons because they still produce that really pretty wave. It's all in how you do the wrist. It's all in what you do manually. So it's not the iron like the commercials want you to believe. It's what we do, the techniques that we use, okay? So anyway, you know, Bailey, I have blonde hair like you, so nothing that will damage those fragile locks. That's right. That's right. The main thing is, too, that when you get these irons, you always want to make sure and get your temperature gauge set accordingly to your hair type, okay? I rarely, because I do have a lot of bleach on here, I rarely go over 300. I rarely get over 350, okay? That's typically, you know, anything above that really is for people that have extremely thick, extremely resistant coarse hair. And you don't want to do that if you've got any sort of high lift, highlights, or blonde. So you just want to stay in the 300 range. Really, prior to waving or curling, you want to make sure and get plenty of Moroccan oil. Really put, you know, I'm not a fan of the setting sprays. I really am not. A lot of them have a very high concentration of alcohol, which is extremely drying for the hair. And there are different companies that, Chi is another one that I found put a lot of buildup on the hair, okay? So they say they're a heat protectant and a setting spray. Yeah, and it also sets in a lot of buildup, okay? So you really want to do something a little bit more nourishing, like an oil. So when the heat touches it, it really helps to penetrate and it drives that oil a little bit deeper into the hair shaft. So you wind up with more nourishment than you would like a setting spray. So anyway, before, after, okay? So if you have any more questions, feel free to inbox me. I hope you guys are doing wonderful and have a beautiful weekend. Talk to you later.